When life gives you lemons, you need to know how to make lemonade. And that's what we're gonna do in this video. Here in Arizona, every kid learns the 5 C's that drive Arizona's economy: copper, cattle, climate, cotton, and citrus. We'll probably have to add computer chips and solar cells to that list. But if you live in the Grand Canyon state, growing fruit like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons is a breeze. Our little tree has produced a ton of fruit. Just look at how weighed down these branches are. It might be hard to tell, so let me show you the same tree without the fruit. See what I mean? Now the branches aren't hanging nearly as low without all that weight on them. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So when is the right time to harvest, you might be asking? Well, citrus tend to ripen late in the year, so any time between Thanksgiving and Christmas is going to be ideal. However, if you're lazy like me and you forget to pick your lemons until after Christmas, today is December 30th, don't freak out. One of the awesome things about growing your own fruit is that they stay fresh for far longer on the tree than they will on your counter. As long as they're still on the tree, there's little risk in waiting, so don't worry. When you go to pick them, don't just grab and pull like a brute ape. You're likely to pull off more than you want or damage the skin of the fruit like I just did. Instead, hold the stem with one hand and twist the fruit with the other, and it should come off nice and clean. Still, the task will go a lot faster if you have a small army of helpers, like this. And there we have it, 320 lemons just off of this one little tree. Now we just have to juice them. I'm inside now and I've got a bowl of lemons of various sizes. It's time to cut them up, juice them, and estimate how much I can expect to get out of the entire harvest. Grab my cutting board, my knife, start cutting in half. Now that I've got a few cut, it's time to grab my juicer, plug it in, and start juicing. You just put it down on top. There we go. Some of them come with this lid that helps to hold them down if you don't want to use your hand. I find it's just easier to use my hand. Time to get rid of the excess pulp. All right, I've just juiced 6 lemons, and it's time to figure out how much juice I ended up with. Boom, about 10 ounces of lemon juice from 6 lemons. Personally, I can't stand pulp, so before I turn this into lemonade, I'm gonna strain it and try and get rid of all of the seeds and pulp. Look at all that. You didn't want that in your lemonade. We've now got our lemon juice completely free of pulp, and it's time to make lemonade. My favorite recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar to 3 cups of lemonade, or 3 cups of lemon juice, and about 10 ounces or 10 cups of water. In this case, I'm going to substitute some of that water for the prickly pear juice that we harvested back in August. If you want to see the video of how to harvest prickly pear juice, I'll put a link in the description, and I'll also try to link to it here on the video. So this prickly pear juice gives a nice flavor to the lemonade, and also gives it a pretty awesome purple color. Pour in the water. Look at that. Awesome. Mix that up, let it melt, and then we can enjoy. All right, now as I pour this, I'll tell you that I wish I could blend up those lemon rinds and use them for compost in my worm bin, but the acidity in the lemon is not good for worms. So I'm just going to throw them away while I enjoy this prickly pear lemonade. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now I'll be looking forward to the next harvest, which should be peaches in June. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the beautiful bloom on the peach tree later in the spring.